man is back.
Oh, my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. Back at it with another. Actually, this is the very first Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War commentary video. Yes, the very first one. And obviously, I'm playing this game on the PS5. And ironically, that is one of the main things about today's topic. That is a part of today's topic, that is. So for those of you who don't know, and I don't think a lot of people do, I could be wrong with that, I don't know. So Joe Budden, who is a former rapper, I don't know if he still makes songs, but he could be a former rapper, I don't know. But he the podcasters, wherever the plural podcast is. But we get the point. So apparently he got the Joe Budden Network or Joe Budden TV on YouTube, and they did episode 7, and he wasn't really a part of it. I didn't see the entire episode 7. I don't know if he jumps in or there's a segment within the episode called See the Things, and that might be the thing. So here's the thing with this particular segment within episode 7, which is, again, I think it's called See the Thing, is he's not in it. He's not part of the discussion. It's 3 women. And I'll be honest, I have no clue who any of these women are. But there's 2 light-skinned women, and then there's the dark-skinned one who is cute, who is the cutest one out of the 3. And then one of the thinner light-skinned one is okay, and the other one's like no. But that's beside the point. So they talked about a lot of stuff. So there's an 8-minute and 12-second video. Actually, I'm gonna have a link to it in the description box below. There's an 8-minute 12-second portion of that segment where they started off in that video talking about a lot of stuff, and it led on to Black Friday, where you take part in it. And now they also talk about Christmas. You know, do you put up Christmas decorations before or after Thanksgiving and things of that nature? So they're talking about Black Friday and how, you know, one of them does not take part in it. The one in the middle, the cuter, light-skinned one, rather. She don't take part in it because, you know, people trampling over each other over a PlayStation. And then once she said PlayStation, we get to the meat of the video and this video as well. And that is this. The 2 light-skinned women don't believe that men should be spending either any of the time or most of the time playing video games. And one of them went as far as to say, yo, if you're a dude and you're a gamer, then your dick game ain't good. You know, I'm dead serious. It's pretty hilarious. Now, the dark-skinned chick, she is a gamer, and so she knows, you know, and she, you know, she would game with her man. They would play Grand Theft Auto, and they would spend 4 to 6 hours playing, calling it a bonding experience, things of that nature. While the other 2 is like, nah, I can't do that. You know, I can't go out with a game or whatever the case may be. And, you know, and those 2 are basically trashing men, or really, they talk about black men, even though they didn't say black men. But let's be real, they ain't talking about white men. They talk about black men. Because pretty much that's all they're interested in, I'm guessing. But they talk about black men who play video games, like, and they don't understand why they play video games, or they spend so much time playing video games, or why they like trying their hardest to get a PlayStation 5, whatever the case may be. So that's what I want to talk about. And the reason why I knew about this was because I was watching the latest podcast from Hokage Thoughts, and he talked about this. So I want to get my perspective on this. And here's the thing, you know, with black people, right? There's a certain category of black people who are normally ahead of the time. For example, the dancers. So, you know, everybody in not social media, but everybody in the media, everybody, you know, outside the black community want to act like dabbing is cool and dabbing is hot. And I'm like, no, that shit is old. Like, no, first of all, we created that shit. Every hot dance, real talk, every hot dance that you can think of, we created that shit, for 1. And for 2, normally when it comes to these hot dances, we created that shit 2-3 years ago. So by the time y'all start doing it and everybody started doing it, we like y'all late to the party, bro. We moving on to something else. So there's that, but then there's a certain categories of black people who are behind the times as well. So that does exist, and this is another example of a certain category of black women. In this case, not black women, black people, but in this case, black women who are behind the times. And here's why I say that, because again, despite the fact the third is a gamer, she actually said that she is a gamer, and you know she tells stories wherever the case may be. The other two act like women don't game. Like, do you are you? You're sitting next to one for starters, and two, here's another thing. Have they not heard of a platform called I don't know, Twitch? I mean, at this point, I feel like if you're under the age of 45, you should know what Twitch is. That's how I feel. You know, I'm not the type of person who like to speak up for everybody because I don't want anybody speaking up for me. But but if you're under the age of 45 and all of them looks to be the case, you should know what Twitch is. Now, obviously, you can do a bunch of stuff on Twitch. I've seen people cook on Twitch. You can fix vehicles on Twitch. I've seen people DJing on Twitch. So you can do a bunch of stuff on Twitch. But the main thing that Twitch is known for is playing video games. You live streaming yourself playing video games, and you can make and obviously it's evident you can make a lot of money playing video games. You know, you get sponsor deals, you know, and not just from video games companies, but for any company out there. You know, whether you're live streaming on Twitch, whether you're releasing video game content on YouTube, that's another platform, YouTube, and so there is money to be made with video games by playing video games, just sitting at home playing video games. You know, there's a lot of money to be made just by doing that. And again, it's not just the men, or in their case, black men who are doing this. Black women are doing this too. Again, they stand right next to One That Games. And then of course you got other women that live stream on Twitch playing video games or releasing content on YouTube playing video games, and they get into sponsor deals and they're going out there getting the PS5. In fact, I know of such black female Twitch streamer who got 2 PlayStation 5s. One of them was for herself, and the other one she was either going to give away or she gave it away already. So it's like, where have y'all been? Like, where have the 2 of these women been? The light-skinned chicks. Where have y'all been? Because, like, this is the thing. This is the norm. So, now, if you want to say, oh, they shouldn't be trying to, you know, they talk about how the economy bad because of COVID and people losing their jobs and things of that nature. Okay, that's fine. But then at the same time, because of COVID, people are required to stay at home more. And, you know, playing video games, it was really started popping off earlier this year. Soon COVID hit and people told the game to stay home. What happened? The Nintendo Switch was sold out, both versions, and no one could find a Switch system for it. Weeks and months. It was crazy. So, yeah. It's like that little escape from COVID and things of that nature. There's nothing wrong with escaping from the hardships of reality once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. But I can understand, like, yo, they talk about something, oh, if you spending $600, $800, $900 on a console, that's dumb. Yeah, I will admit, that's dumb. That's Skype territory. Don't do that. Don't do that. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. There's nothing wrong with anybody, a guy or a girl, a black guy, white guy, whatever the case may be. It don't matter. There's nothing wrong with playing video games. There really ain't. Especially nowadays where business is getting done just by playing video games. And this is another example of a certain category of black people needing to get with the times. Not again, it's not all black people. Not like I said. No, that's not the case at all. But there's a certain category of black people who need to just get with the times. And it's like that with every race. Like, there's a certain category of race who need to get with the times. There's a certain category of race who are ahead of the times, whatever the case may be. But in this case, when it comes to a certain category of black women, a certain category, not all, because again, they were sitting next to One That Games, and I just, you know, gave examples of women that were gaming and live streaming and giving away PlayStation 5s. Y'all need to get with the times. You know, everybody needs to get with the times. And I'm going to call it a wrap from there. So, with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.